components of the book. So my name is Dr. Cary Yurkiw. I'm a chiropractor here in Kelowna. And today I'm talking about Joint Journey, which is a book that I published on Amazon and just recently, a couple weeks ago. And it took me about 4 to 5 months to produce the book and to publish it. It's in paperback, it's in ebook, and hardcover as well. And I'll show you later how you can get that book. But the key concepts of the book are that two people come into the clinic. Their names are Josh and Susan, and they have joint pain. They have arthritis in their spine. They have pain in their joints. They are struggling with some lifestyle issues and weight issues, and they know that that's affecting their health, and they want to do something about it. They want to improve their health going forward, and they come into the clinic. Now, they're two fictitious characters that kind of are a cross-section of patients I've seen over the years. And I use these characters to kind of give a representation of what a patient with arthritis would look like when they came to the clinic. So when they come in, I do an assessment on them. I talk to them about the path going forward, and I start to do treatments and follow-up treatments with them. But I also start to give them advice on the type of treatment we should do going forward, as well as what would be good for them to change in their life. So kind of some lifestyle changes, like understanding their choices, their lifestyle choices, understanding their exercise levels, the foods they should be eating, better sleep, all these different concepts. And I'm actually going to show you guys. I'm just going to switch screens here. So bear with me while I do this, because I'm just on one computer here, and I haven't been able to set up multiple monitors for this. So one sec while I switch screens here. So this is the book right here called Joint Journey, and it's on Amazon. And I'm just going to go through some key concepts from the book and share with you some things you can do if you do have joint pain. So just going to switch over to that. Okay, so here we go. And this is what the book looks like. And in the book, I go over some key concepts of joint health and what people need to do. So some of the key concepts are the chiropractic care that I'm delivering to those patients, as well as laser and shockwave. And then I'm introducing them to experts like a psychologist who works with cognitive behavioral approach to changing the way they think about their health, their joint health, and their life in general. A dietitian that gives them advice on nutrition and exercise. A personal shopper that helps them in the grocery store to make better choices. somebody who's very knowledgeable on supplements for better joint health, for arthritis, and to lose weight, and a sleep expert who talks about how to make your environment more conducive to sleep and better quality of sleep. A restaurant owner who's changed her menu to be more conducive to healthier foods like healthy fats, healthy proteins, and some vegetables or grains that can help when you go to a restaurant, and some of the food choices that you can make at a restaurant. And then a personal trainer, somebody who gives specific exercises for arthritis and joint health. So those are the main chapters in the book. There's follow-ups. So in the chapters, there's some follow-up visits, and I'm just going to show you that right now. So here's the manuscript right here of Joint Journey. And in the chapters, what happens is there's a meeting at the clinic to start. Then there's a follow-up visit to see how Josh and Susan are doing. There's some informative material like why does weight affect joint health? What is arthritis? And then some concepts like what is intermittent fasting, the importance of mindset in the healing process. Then there's another office visit. So there's a follow-up to the initial 2 visits, and to see how Josh and Susan are doing. And then they get introduced to the experts, like the expert on sleep. And he talks about how sleep can help with conditions like joint health and inflammatory conditions. Dr. Smart, who's a psychologist, who talks about different choices and accurate thoughts regarding your health and well-being. So sometimes our thoughts can be distorted, or we can kind of get in our own way when we're trying to heal or get better. So Dr. Smart kind of walks Susan and Josh through some exercises they can do to change the way they think about their health and their lifestyle choices. And then there's a meeting at the grocery store. There's a follow-up meeting with Dr. Smart, the psychologist. There's a meeting with a lady who owns a store who's a supplement expert that gives Josh and Susan advice on the right supplementation for joints, supplements that can help with to get in better shape, for digestion and eating habits. Then there's another follow-up with Dr. Smart, so kind of a progress report with Josh and Susan. Somebody who helps them to make meals and plan out their week so that they're eating healthy throughout the week, and foods that they can choose to make meals. And they talk about batch meals in the book, where you can cook on the weekend, let's say, and freeze those portions for the week. So you're taking nutritious meals to work or to school or whatever your activities are during the week. There's another follow-up with Dr. Smart about how Josh and Susan are doing with the homework assignments they have. There's a takeout and restaurant chapter where if you go to restaurants, how to make healthier choices at those restaurants. There's a meeting with a personal trainer to talk about stretches and exercises, and then fitness and toning up. And then finally on chapter 18, there's a meeting with everybody to kind of review the progress that Josh and Susan have made. Then at the end of the book, there's a meal plan, a 7-day low-carb meal plan. There's some recipes if you want to eat less carbs and less sugar, a little bit more protein and fat. There's some recipes in the back. There's a 7-day exercise plan if you want to get more active and healthier, especially if you do have joint pain and arthritis, what you can do. And then there's a time management section, because I know it can be challenging trying to fit everything in. So, making changes can be sometimes intimidating, because it can be overwhelming. What do I need to do? Where do I start? How do I do this? So I know how that feels when you really want to make a change, but you're not really sure where to start. So you do need a plan to move forward with that. I'm just going to jump over to the websites. So this is Amazon, and the book is located on Amazon in Canada, in the US, in the UK, and Australia. It's in major markets around the world, and it's published in paperback, hardcover, and then the Kindle version, which you can read if you have Kindle Unlimited. You can actually read through the book or borrow the book, kind of like a library, or you can actually order the book and have it downloaded to your device. So that's great. I'm just working on the audiobook right now, getting the audio files done and then submitting them to Amazon. And then once that's done, it'll be available as one of the options here too on Amazon, which then you can download the audiobook and listen to it in the car or on your walks. And then our website here at Tut Street Family Chiropractic is tutstreetfamilychiropractic.com. And here's where you can book appointments. If you're in the Kelowna area and you want to come in and see me here at the office, we are accepting new patients. I will also be adding some sections in here relating to the book. So I will put some links on this page and on the subsequent pages on our website right here. And I will have a section developed soon where you can get the book or see the follow-up webinars that we're going to have based on the book. There's been some ideas to have a course on this, to have some extra coaching sessions available. So those are some of the things that I'm going to be working on in the coming weeks and months, is expanding our services and the educational products we have for patients. And then if you do want to join me next week, you can go to Eventbrite and you can get a ticket for this webinar. Now, it's going to be a paid webinar because we're going to be getting more in depth into the concepts of the book. And the title of this webinar is Holistic Solutions for Joint Health and Arthritis by Dr. Cary Yurkiw. And you can get a ticket just by going there and clicking on that checkout box right there. Space is limited. I think we have 24 tickets for sale left. So you can go there and get a ticket, and that'll give you access to next week's webinar, which will start at 12:30 Pacific time as well. So feel free to go and get a ticket for that. I will be keeping you posted here in the clinic on other webinars that we're going to be holding, both free and paid webinars. I will be talking about some of the coaching services that I'll be adding to the clinic and some of the products that we'll be getting to support joint health and proper nutrition. So I'm just going to skip back over to YouTube here and answer some of your questions. So if you guys have any questions, please type them in the chat here on YouTube, and let me know what your questions are. I'd be happy to answer those for you. And if you don't have any questions, then I can certainly give you the link for next week's webinar. I'm going to type that in the chat right now. So next week, and it's going to be on Eventbrite, next week's webinar. So I'm just going to go and grab the link for you guys right here. So here we go. Here's the link for next week's webinar if you want to join me. And let's see if we can get that. Oh, it looks like it's a little bit too long. So let's see if I can do that another way where I can get the link to this so it's not as long and I can fit it in the chat. So let's see if I can do that. There we go. I think that worked. So you can just click on that link and that'll take you over to the sign up for next week's webinar. So I want to thank you guys for joining me today. Appreciate you being here. If you do have some specific questions, feel free to ask me at the clinic, or you can always text or DM those questions to me. I look forward to seeing you again next week at our webinar. I will keep you posted on the coming events and products that we're getting in the clinic to help support joint health. And thanks again for joining me. Hope you have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.